Hi guys, what's happening? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I'll be doing one particular episode only today because I have few works to do. So I don't have time for many videos today. Hopefully you enjoyed the previous ones, and I am just trying to show you the time. It's around 1 hour past midnight. It's like 1 a.m. right? So I have 13 fragrance list for you, and these fragrances are gonna be I don't know how exactly to title this, but not your obvious ones. Let me explain to you what I mean by this list. This list I have put up fragrances which exceeded, like exceeded my expectations, and they provided so much more than what I feel I paid for. Okay, some of the fragrances can be really obvious, like you try to get my theme. Okay, you pay for Mont Blanc Legend, and Mont Blanc Legend smells like the 45, 55 odd dollars that you spend on it. It smells like it's quality. It smells like, yeah, I paid for this, and I know, okay, I got Mont Blanc Legend. It's similar to Fierce. Nothing much exciting going on. You do not feel like, oh, you won a jackpot. But let me tell you, I've picked up from designer a couple of niche or one niche only, and Middle Eastern fragrances, cheapies. I sort of mixed it up, and I picked up these 13 fragrances for certain reason, and they're special in their own way. So let me tell you, I have reviewed them all, checked them out, and I will go one by one very, very briefly why they are here. First fragrance I'm going to show you is a fragrance I bought in recent times called Perseus by Maison Alhambra Lattafa. This fragrance is a clone of Parfum de Marly Pegasus, okay? And I have reviewed Armaf's Craze before this. It did not really excite me, but it was good fragrance, really, really good fragrance, long lasting. The bottle was tacky, but it was not really like, I do not like Pegasus that much, but this fragrance made me like or crave for Pegasus or Pegasus exclusive a little bit more because of the quality. Very long lasting, very smooth. I could not believe the the price that I paid for this. I think this is under $20, man. Bottle is super heavy, really gorgeous. That bitter almond smell, almond. Okay, that smell is there, and it's more wearable. Beautiful vanilla, I think, is in there. It's very high class fragrance. It's definitely what you pay for. You get so much more in return. So that's the first one today. Maison Alhambra Perseus. Okay, that's number 13. Number 12, I'm gonna go Old Buddy of Mine. This fragrance I haven't seen shown in many lists or recent times top 10 or top 15, but it's definitely one of my favorite fragrances from House of Rasasi. I reviewed it back in the time, long time back. Rasasi's Daarej Puram, okay, this gorgeous juice color, and you guys know this is a clone of Valentino V. So this fragrance, it's one of my, I would say, unbelievably budget fragrance, which provided so much more. It smells like $100 more worth than what it is. I bought it like first time I think $25. Now it's more like 35. Everything has gone up, but Rasasi Daarej is one of those fragrances. It's like the spiciness, the sweetness. It's so high class. This fragrance, when you smell it, it does not smell cheap. It does not smell like a budget fragrance. And when you wear it outside, man, just you're gonna like get the same reaction that you get from expensive fragrances. Okay, so Rasasi Daarej is definitely one underrated fragrance. So I don't have any tea or coffee. It's late night. I'm drinking some milk. I don't know. That movie Inglourious Basterds, the opening scene where the guy is like going to the farmer's ranch and then he was drinking some milk, from the glass. It got me kind of craving for it, right? Good stuff. Even though maybe not a good idea late night. Anyway, so number 11, then we hit top 10. Number 11 is this fragrance from House of Mercedes Benz. And I told you I love this house so much. Recent times they have provided quality. It's unparalleled to any other fragrance house. And I mean, like other fragrance houses, like car companies, they hardly have quality like this. So I'm going to show you the next one is Mercedes-Benz Select Night. I reviewed this. I hyped it up very, very like severely because I believed in this fragrance. And it's sometimes, I would say, it's not sometimes, it's a dupe of Tom Ford Noire Extreme. A very, very good interpretation for the price versus what you get. As opposed to Tom Ford, this is unbelievable. Tom Ford has definitely better quality ingredients and that kulfi note. This one minuses the kulfi note, but the sweetness and dry down what you get from Tom Ford, you're gonna get it from it, and it goes easily for 6 to 7 hours or even more. Really nice bottle. I think it's getting a bit harder to find, but I did not expect that quality from this house or this fragrance. Okay, being a car company manufacturer, great fragrance. Mercedes-Benz Select Night. Check out my review. Amazing high class fragrance. So top 10. Let me go this way. Lalique's Encre Noire à l'extrême. I have about 50 ml legit left, or maybe less, maybe a little bit less, 45 ml. So this fragrance, the best thing about this fragrance, the whole line, okay, Ombre Noire is discontinued, getting hard to find, very expensive, but these still can be had for very decent pricing, under $40. I think first time I bought it for 37, now it's about 45, okay, or maybe 40. So you see the wooden cap and everything. These bottles, if people don't tell you like how much they're worth, you see these and you expect like at least it looks like a $75 fragrance, right? If you have no clue, but it's so good. It's woody and it's similar to Encre Noire a little bit. It reminds me of pencil shavings and all that, but at the same time, it adds the boozy quality to the fragrance. So good in winter. I'm not saying these are all beast mode, but this fragrance is decent lasting. But winter time, I really enjoy this. I think this one is so much expensive smelling than the price tag. Okay, really surprised me. Encre Noire a la extreme when I smelled it for the first time. Number 9, recent buy from Armaf. This is called Special Amber Oud, and I reviewed it recent times. You can see from the cap, it will give you an idea. It's a Rojada fragrance. I think it was Rojada Oud or one of those fragrance clones. Of course, a few things keep in mind. It's not going to have that performance or push. It has decent longevity, 5 to 6 good hours, but it's mostly a winter fragrance. Okay, and it's very high class. It's very posh smelling. The fact that surprised me about this fragrance is when you start almost losing faith in House of Armaf for making Blue de Chanel clone one after another, and I almost decided I'm not going to buy them again. But then this new line came up of, like Iconic, Untold, and the Elixir. So those fragrances changed my mind a little bit, but really was not exciting, enough. I saw this in one of the pages. I got it. I saw the bottle and I had I don't know, a feeling like this fragrance is gonna be something special, which it turned out to be. Very underrated fragrance. Nobody talks about it. No review on it. There's another one from this line. I forgot the name. One or two is totally 3. So this is like premium line of Armaf, and really I feel Armaf is back on track. Special Amber Oud. Try to get that fragrance from Armaf. Very high class and very posh smelling. Next one, very familiar face, called Versace The Dreamer. This fragrance, I believe, doesn't get enough mention or respect in the community for what it is. This one, it's people say similar to La Male, sometimes similar to Prada Luna Rosa, Sport, one of those powdery sweet fragrance, but I feel this is kind of like a tobacco. People say there's no tobacco in it, but I do get it. It's like a wet tobacco leaf, and this fragrance is so soothing at first, but as time goes by, it becomes stronger and stronger, and you can wear this in summer, winter alike. One of my signature scents, I would say, early days I got. Just such a stunning perfume. If you want to not miss out on great fragrance, this would be it. Versace The Dreamer. Then number 7 is this fragrance after a long time, Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo. There was a time this house was super hyped, especially for this fragrance, and also I would say Salvatore Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale line and then Eve Black line. They're all great, but this one, I remember Mark Robes 08. He was talking about how much he loves it over, I think he put it above Guerlain, L'Homme Ideal, some of the other great fragrances. And he said, this is so good. He had a 50 ml little bottle. I still remember that. And he said how good this is for winter. He said it's not really like that, was the smell like you get in coffee shop or pastry. It doesn't evoke that feel for him, but I think this fragrance is so good when you go to Starbucks, sweet coffee, coffee beans and stuff. Such a great sweet tonka bean, extremely long lasting fragrance. So definitely check it out. I am so surprised by the quality. It's as good as something like Dior Intense or a Valentino Uomo Intense. That's what I feel it makes the list. Now number 6, then we top 5. Number 6 is a fragrance, man. This is the cheapest in this lineup, okay? Out of the 15 or 13 odd I have, this is the cheapest. And this is so high up in the order for a reason, because what you get versus what you pay, it's unbelievable. There are a few fragrances in the house, check them out, but this is called Louis Cardin Sacred. Okay, these are, I think, Middle Eastern houses, maybe Dubai. I forgot. Check out my review on it and take a look at the juice color. This kind of fragrance, you guys know it's gonna be good. Okay, why? Because this is gonna be sweet, thick, intense, and I think there is this cacao. There's also a little bit of caramel and fluffy, powdery notes, sweet notes, and then maybe there's rose. I'm not sure, but it's a very sweet experience, and it's wearable too. I mean, it's not really like sickening, thick sickening, but it's a nice little gourmand. I love wearing this. This one I highly recommend. I cannot tell you, it's almost like you got it for free. Okay, that's how good this is. Louis Cardin Sacred. Check it out, write down the names. Now top 5. Number 5, I'm going to start with this fragrance. It's called St. Dupont Royal Amber. I have about 5 from this line, and I reviewed almost everything from this line, I believe. And St. Dupont, it's a lighter company. They make lighters, I think. I don't know what else they make. Pen, I'm not sure. But lighter is their specialty, and very expensive lighters. So these fragrances, people do not look at them that much. They don't know the value of this. Back in the days, these bottles used to be like black color. They changed, discounted the whole line, and then they got this golden color line. So Royal Amber, it's one of those Middle Eastern type perfumes. When you smell it, if you know, let's say like you pay hundreds of dollars for those niche fragrances that are, Middle Eastern theme, rose, and you go like, oh my God, Tom Ford nailed it, or Rojadov nailed it, and you're like, here is my $1,000, and you pay like 45, around 45 bucks in a discounter and get this fragrance. You'll be like looking at it like, yeah, okay, it looks like a Middle Eastern fragrance. When you smell this, you'll be blown away. Okay, that good. I would say at least as good as Mancera and Montal's. Very nice fragrance, Royal Amber, amazing amber fragrance. Man, that rose is very wearable, sweet, a little bit spicy, mind-blowing fragrance. Definitely, this whole house really shocked me, how good they are in quality. Number 4, similarly themed like the previous two, but I would still continue and add this because this is so good. This is Mercedes-Benz Club Black. This is a hero. This is a champion. Everybody knows about it. I no need to hype this up or anything. It's like those vanilla, boozy fragrances, similar to some Guerlain expensive perfume, or you can say there's another one, Perseus Black Vanilla Absolute, that kind of fragrances. But what it is, it's a very long-lasting, thick, syrupy, sweet fragrance, just like Uomo or these two. Okay, and this is something you wear for a dating purpose, and you wear it like with a leather jacket. Super sexy, man. I do not expect this kind of quality. I told you before, from Mercedes-Benz, the Select Night, there are few more. They have really released some good fragrances, and they deserve our respect. Mercedes-Benz Club Black, definitely worth more than what you pay for. Top 3. Number 3, yesterday it made my list, and I always bring this. This is a very cherished fragrance in my journey. Bvlgari Man In Black. Again and again, over and over, time and time, over and over again, this fragrance will be back in my rotation for one reason. The first time I smelled it, I remember how much I loved it. The initial impression always remains with you, like, wow, like you met a person like such a great charisma, or you met a girl who's so, like impressive or smart, or you had some special moment. This is the kind of moment I had with this fragrance. This is a special edition, limited edition, but you can get the older version. I mean the regular version, which is going to cost you 85 bucks to 100 something. But Man in Black is everything I want in a perfume. Sexy, spicy, dark, mysterious, tobacco, pepper, and tuberose is not what I look for, but it's in there. So this fragrance, all in all, it makes like it's a perfect fragrance. There's just no weakness in this. Okay, long lasting, compliment getter. You can wear this for office, work, high class, average occasion. Bvlgari Man In Black is just those fragrances, just stunning. I think it's one of the best fragrances they ever made. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 2 and number 1, I have 2 fragrances, one design, one niche, but both are expensive. Okay, this number 2 is part of the series that I truly love. I cannot put everything here. Is that Emporio Armani Stronger With You line. I reviewed, I think, 6 or 7. I'm not sure. I think there are total 8. So I missed out a couple of them. The Amber one, new one, I haven't tried, but this is one of the lines I really love. They deliver definitely for what they took the money for. Stronger With You, Oud. I told you I love the leather version more than this, but let it be here. Just let this line be here. The amount of performance that I got out of it, like when you wear these fragrances, every one of them except the Freeze, every single one of them, they're super perform, absolutely intensely. The original leather, this one, and I think the Amber one is also going to be a good performer, but you get what you pay for plus so much more. They give you not just oud. Some other companies, they'll just give you a spicy oud. This one you get fruity notes, oud, and wearable. It's sweet. It's something like 1 million elixir. Okay, very sexy and very versatile perfume. I would say money well spent. Okay, definitely Stronger With You line is amazing. So leads me to number 1. It's a niche fragrance, the only one I said I was going to add. This is a fragrance, I smelled it many times. Okay, and I thought of like not getting it at first. I think I had 50 ml, I sold it off, but then I smelled it again, and the performance, sheer performance of this fragrance house, it just amazes me how they do it. This one, MFK House, okay, or Frederick Mall, Kilian, their fragrance lasts a lifetime. Okay, so this is Xerjoff, also a great house. This is called the 40 knots, or just 40 knots from JTC line. Okay, so what's so great about this fragrance is, you smell the other ones, like there's more than words. Okay, that is more like a rose dominant, and you smell like some of the other ones like Naxos. Excellent fragrance, amazing fragrance. So this whole line, like these bottles are great, but this one what offers you is like woody notes, kind of like cedar, salty, like a salty, woody, marine kind of fragrance, and also like a hint of green somewhere. Okay, and this fragrance is not for everybody. I'll tell you one thing, this one, it's not citrusy, it's not sweet. Some of the people will be like, it's just woody, not my type. I like it, but I don't really love it. Yeah, once you wear more and more, like how do you wear Low Desert de Moroccan? That one is a 50 ml little bottle, same price as this. Okay, I'm telling you, what is value? This is value. When you wear this, it's basically 1 kilometer sillage and projection. That is impressive. I do love Xerjoff fragrances. They sometimes have okay performance, sometimes have kind of obvious like dry down and all, but for more like this one, this fragrance called 40 knots is just amazing. You need special occasion for it, and I really feel the price that you pay for it, you get so much more. It's not your typical other fragrances. Okay, so there you go. 13 fragrances. Do let me know how you like them and what are your favorites and what are some of the other ones I should check out. Have a nice day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.